Perhaps the most haunting images from our first visit here were of Jane McCluskey.
Balance on the scales. Teresa, will you come here, sweetie? Come right over here and hold her for a sec, and then get ready to let go. So we don't get your weight, just her weight, just for 1 second. Okay, darling. And will you read, go down the other way and read it for me? And keep it to yourself. Yeah. Okay? Okay, hold on. Hold on, sweetheart. It's okay. Hang on.
At 22, Jane was bedridden, a deathly 49 pounds when she got here from Scotland. She was so helpless, she had to be hand-fed like a baby bird.
That's the girl. That's my last, okay? Just keep looking at me, darling. Right into my eyes. Squeeze my hand. Squeeze my hand tight. Tight, tight. That's my girl. Go, sweetie. No, come on, darling. Here you go, Angel.
If you had not come here to this clinic,
it's okay, darling.
What do you think might have happened to you?
Tight. Squeeze me tight. That's my girl.
Well, I wanted to die.
Look in my eyes, okay? Look in my eyes.
That's what I wanted to happen.
Do you think you could have gotten better by yourself?
No.
Think you could have gotten better with the hospitals?
No.
Jane's nightmare began 15 years ago, and like so many of Claude Pierre's patients, she was recycled through hospitals and psychiatric wards. Jane was barely alive when she first arrived at the clinic. There was always somebody with you, right?
Yes.
Did you like that?
It makes you feel safe.
They need so much positive reinforcement because they have no ability to put into perspective that they're worth anything. And if you can imagine, you know, a dog who's wounded or an animal who's kicked, I mean, the first thing you do, the natural instinct of any of us is to pick the animal up and to hold it until it feels better. But somehow we don't feel that right with human beings. It's interesting, isn't it?
Some of the things we recorded you saying when we were here, when you first got here, were, "I'm not to be loved. I'm worthless."
Why are you not to be loved, honey? Why don't you deserve to be loved? Because I'm a horrible, bad person. Because you're a horrible, bad person? Jane. Jane, listen to me. Look at me in my eyes, honey. Would you be here if you're a horrible, bad person? It's a mistake. It's not a mistake, darling.
You said to Peggy,
Not to be here.
"I'm a horrible, bad person." Is that what you thought of yourself?
Yes.
And when you said to Peggy, "I'm not to be loved, I'm not to be saved," did you really believe you were not worthy of being loved or of living?
Yeah. That's one thing I hated about people being here, because they showed you so much love and care, and I hated them for it.
You resented it in a way, I guess.
Because I didn't want them to love me. Well, I suppose I did, deep down, but I didn't want to accept it. I didn't think I should.
Everybody wants to live if they know how to live. They need a map to be shown, to be guided through to a point of possibility. We're not allowed to save you? No? Why not? You're not to be saved, Angel. If we like to save you. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Jane, I'll make you something. Look at me. Look at me, darling. No more crying. Look at me, darling. Jane, I am going to save you. And you are allowed, Angel. You are allowed, sweetheart. And we'll hold you until you...
When we look at somebody like Jane, it is a miracle. Here is a young woman who looked as if, I mean, she was on the verge of death. And this personality has emerged. She smiles, she laughs.
That was the most fun for us, to watch her personality evolve. She's actually quite a cheeky baggage, isn't she?
Yes, cheeky is a good word. Do you think you're thin enough now?
I don't know. Do you think you're thin enough?
It's a fair question.
Before, when she had anorexia for years, in Scotland, she wasn't able to go into grocery stores.
I could have 120 grams of wild coho salmon fillet, please.
Looking at food was too frightening. Looking to masses of food was inconceivable. And now she embraces it.
So this is a major life-changing step for her.
Definitely. It's an acceptance of herself.
Come on, Quincy.
After only months at the clinic, Jane no longer required constant supervision and was able to move into her own apartment with another of Claude Pierre's success stories.
They're no longer monitored. They're no longer have somebody over their shoulder at all moments, giving her the idea that she is somebody without us. She doesn't need us anymore.
I'm told you laugh a lot these days.
More than before. A lot more than before.